Hey everybody, it's episode 3 of House of the Dragon. Last time on House of the Dragon, it was Easter, and there was a whole egg hunt going on, and nobody died that we know of. There was a few dragons, there was a cool shot. I love that shot with Daemon on the bridge section holding out the egg. Kind of defiantly, kind of tauntingly towards Hightower. Anyway, the upshot of it is that guy with all the ships who hates the crab person, hey, maybe it's just a giant crab, you don't know. The king decided to marry Hightower's daughter, and the guy with the ships is like, oh, god damn it, I wanted you to marry my 12-year-old. So I'm going to go off to your brother, who nobody likes, and I'm going to get him to help me, just to get back at you. So, I presume, although not explicitly said, I don't see the point of him going to Daemon if Daemon isn't going to go. Sure, I'll do it. Anything to annoy my brother, and to solidify or strengthen my claim for the crown once he's gone. So I presume Daemon will move against this crab person. We still don't know if it's male or female. Or a robot. It could be a crab robot. Also, did you know that crabs... There's something about crabs and evolution. And that several different evolutionary lines converge towards crab. It's a weird thing. Look it up. It's a weird thing. I'm not going to tell you. Do your research. I'm just going to throw every episode. I'll throw random tidbits at you that you can research on your own time. This time, crabs. Right. So I presume. Hey, look. This episode's called Second of His Name, I think. So I presume there'll be some sort of Daemon moving against the crabs. But I don't see... You see, they set up this crab thing, and it feels like it's something that should last longer than just, oh, episode 3, Daemon goes, you're dead, the end. So I'm not sure how they do that. You know? If they do that. Anyway, Rhaenyra's not happy that Alicent is marrying her father. So there'll be blowback from that too. And yeah, let's get into it. This episode is slightly longer than last week, so it's going to be meaty. Meaty. Oh yeah. Wonder if we can work anything out from the intro. Apart from the obvious bloodshed. I think the problem is I don't know what we're looking at. It's just blood moving into things. Fire. What the hell is that? A horse fish dragon? I feel like we're at the aftermath of something we didn't see.
House Valerian is coming for you!
Ow! 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 Oh, you just want to die at that point, wouldn't you? Watch yourself, crab person. Oh, dragon! Burn me before the crabs get me? Squash! Hey, there's worse ways to go. Do you think Chief Crab Person got away? Got it, right? You do a lot of work with just one dragon.
Where are you?
Aww.
Come out, Rhea!
I wouldn't come out. No way would I come out. Or you can take an arrow. Get out of there. He just came on his own with one dragon.
He has your eyes, your grace.
Yes, he does.
Is this the royal wedding?
2 years old, and already our boy has a kingly presence. We're quite a party assembled in his honor.
Wait a second.
It only remains for Viserys to name him heir to the throne.
Wait,
I wouldn't be so sure.
Wait, what? Hey everybody, has there been a massive time skip? What happened? That was quick. I'm trying to work out if it's a wedding. There's a freaking child already. What did he say? Did he say second birthday? He doesn't have to name him heir, though, isn't he? Just automatically. Don't they? I know he named his daughter and everything, but I guess once you do name somebody, you have to unname them at some point. Massive time skip. Did I miss where they said like 2 years later? Because the intro was like the next day after the guy went to Daemon and said, "Hey, can you help me out with the crab guy?" "No problem. I'll do it tomorrow." 2 years later. Unless I'm misinterpreting this whole scene. I don't think so.
The crab feeder has dug in for siege on Bloodstone while his men sabotage our fleet under the cover of dark.
The crab man.
Matter of the Stepstones is
Still alive.
Where's Rhaenyra?
Can't be sure of present.
On a dragon, probably.
Under the dragon's eye.
Did he come from The Witcher? Hey dude. Weren't you in The Witcher?
Perhaps the princess might like to hear something else.
She would not. Play it again.
Do you want to hear some Rick Astley?
Your grace.
Did I say to stop?
Keep going, dude. Oh, she's pregnant again. He's nothing like Jaskier.
Your presence is wanted in the outer courtyard. The royal hunt ready to depart.
Oh, the hunt.
You may go, Samwell.
Get out of
Let's stay
here,
by order of the
Samuel.
princess.
Oh,
The queen commands you to leave the Godswood at once.
run for it, dude. Quickly. Before there's an argument. Queen outranks princess.
Is it the king's command?
Yes, but
Then at once, your grace.
it needn't be. None of it needs be this way in truth, Rhaenyra.
I'm pausing it just to say it's funny. Like we left these two just before an argument was about to happen. Just before this sort of attitude, you were expecting this scene. Like instantly, within hours of what we saw in the last episode, the next day, the next week. Now we've jumped forward 3 years and we're having this scene. It seems like we needed to have this scene, but it's kind of weird to have it like 3 years in the future, when you would imagine things would eventually get smoothed out a bit over that stretch of time. But it's like we just picked up straight after episode 2. So I understand why they do it story-wise, but in reality you would feel that it might be different. But hey, look, maybe she'll just feel like this forever. 3 years, 30 years, why not? Her frickin' friend outranks her now, you know? And she's just having babies all the time. And is anything going to happen on this hunt?
The whole of our family off to celebration and adventure in the King's Wood.
Uh-oh. Be careful of boars. Hey! Jeez, we need this many people for a hunt? Wow.
Here's to his grace on his second name day.
Yes, have you named him as an heir yet? She should go off and join Daemon. Why not? Daemon and let her, take the dragons out. Oh, whoop. This guy have his eye on her? Oh, they're all looking at her.
Was your own second name day as grand as this?
No, this guy.
Lord Jason Lannister.
Lannister. Finally, we've got a Lannister.
The finest honeyed wine you'll ever taste. Made in Lannisport, of course.
Of course.
But the best sport is to be found at Castle Rock. Have you been?
Once.
Is he going to invite her there?
The rock is thrice the height of the high tower in Old Town, taller still than the wall in the north. But to stand in the tower, on a perfect day, one could see clear across the sunset sea. I don't have a dragon pit, of course, but
Why would you need a dragon pit?
He's making a play for you.
I'd do anything for my queen.
He's giving her the creeper gaze.
Thank you for the wine.
He took his shot. He failed miserably.
Is that what I am to you?
Did he set it up?
A prize to proffer about to the great houses.
And I have tried often to discuss it with you, but you've refused me at every turn.
That is because I do not wish to get married.
Even I do not exist above tradition and duty, Rhaenyra.
Excuse me, Your Grace.
Everybody's listening, Your Grace.
The Royal Huntsman has sent a report, Your Grace. There's been a sighting of a white hart.
Ooh. The rarest.
It's a regal portent for Prince Aegon's name day.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh, she's gone. She wanna go kill this stag? Bathe in its blood? Oh yeah, what about this? What about, he's not bad. She could marry him. I don't think she's the marrying type. We already know who her one true love was.
Princess, slow down!
Just hang back, dude. Make sure she's fine and let her do her thing. What's he doing? This is dangerous, dude. Ah, the Lake of Tears. My favorite.
Trying to sell me off to Jason Lannister.
You want me to kill him?
Yeah.
We should return to camp, Princess.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, let's keep riding.
We should take in the Kingswood.
See that white stag.
Before I spoke my vows as a knight of the Kingsguard, I could have married a common-born girl had I wished.
Oh yeah, he's not allowed to marry.
All that I have, I owe to you.
I like this friendship here. These two.
How far?
The droppings were found half a league to the east.
Ooh, the droppings. Classy. Oh yes, let me just smell it.
Still fresh. We now have his trail. Before the dragons rolled over Westeros, White Hart was the symbol of royalty in these lands.
And on this day of all days.
We should definitely name our grandson heir, shouldn't we? Or wait, it's his grandson and his son. That makes him Hightower, the king's father-in-law. Isn't that weird?
Your Grace, I had this forged in the Golden Gallery in honor of Prince Aegon.
Thanks, Jason. I don't think he's old enough to wield it yet, but I appreciate the craftsmanship.
I hope it might provide the killing stroke against your White Hart. If you were to name young Aegon heir, Your Grace.
And when would I be doing that?
Like today? Tomorrow?
I had assumed, many of us had assumed.
Many of us, you say?
Everybody here, dude.
Your Grace.
It is your sworn duty to report rebellion stirring in my kingdom.
Get out of there, Jason.
I did not decide to name Rhaenyra my heir on a whim.
He sort of did it like in anger.
Wine.
Hey, I thought he'd be dead long before now. Remember this first episode 3 years ago? The thing on his back?
The huntsman has the trail, Your Grace, and it won't be long now until the White Hart is cornered. Your prize is within reach.
They're going to set it up for him so he can do the killing blow.
There is another choice beyond Casterly Rock.
No?
Closer to home.
What do you talking
have in mind?
Prince Aegon.
What? I know we're Targaryen and everything.
Boy just turned 2, Otto.
But that's weird.
Let us speak no more of it.
And I thought the suggestion that the king marry a 12-year-old in the last episode was out there. This is next level, isn't it? This is next level. Hey, why don't you just marry your daughter and your son together? That'll stop him from gossiping and talking. Hightower just wants his grandson to be leading the realm at some point, right? That's his whole angle. This is why he sent his daughter to the king, and that's his whole deal, right? She'd go crazy if he suggested that. He cuts a lonely figure up here, doesn't he? Where's Alicent? There she is.
Sir Kristen went after her, so the hope is that they are together.
Yep.
The girl is a heedless contrarian.
Do you wish to hear my opinion on the matter?
Sure, he's the neutral guy. He only gives good advice.
It would seem to me the best match for Rhaenyra is the son of the Sea Snake. Some years ago, I counseled you to take his sister to wife.
Yeah.
My reasoning remains the same.
Get the sea snake back on side. Good advice. Again. MVP, this guy. That guy's the only guy I trust in the whole show. I'd go to him for advice about anything. What should I watch next, dude? He'd be like, Lord of the Rings. Rings of Power.
Do you think the realm will ever accept me as their queen?
Not a chance.
I'll have no choice but to, Princess.
Horses are spooked. Watch your back and your front. Oh, more. Those things can hurt you. They can kill you. Oh, jeez. Nice. Oh, jeez, it's still alive. Well, she can take care of herself, can't she? Plus, dinner. You know? Win-win.
When Rhaenyra was a child, I saw it in a dream.
Oh, he loves his dreams.
As vivid as these flames, I saw it. A male babe, wearing the conqueror's crown.
Oh, this one here?
I so wanted it to be true. My obsession killed Rhaenyra's mother.
She would have died anyway, I think. This dream he had about a kid being born with a crown, there's something about that. It's so vivid. It's not going to be... I feel like we have to see something like that, but that it won't be how it seems or something. Like, obviously there's not going to be a child with a crown coming through, you know what I mean? It's not going to... It's going to be something different, but I don't know. I don't know how to make that vision a reality. And I also think every time there's an episode, I'm like, well, he's gonna die in this one. He's gonna die in this hunt. He's gonna die, you know, XYZ. We cornered it, Your Grace. It's ready for your killing blow. Robert would have come out here by himself.
You may not be white, Your Grace. But he's a big lad.
I don't feel good about this. I'd let it go.
For the kill.
It looks frickin' angry and strong, doesn't it?
Right here, Your Grace.
Oh, jeez, it's still alive. Did he not hit the right spot?
But a bit to your left.
A bit to your left, dude. Well, that was frickin' upsetting, wasn't it? I'm gonna have to watch that in editing again. I hate it. Very well done, Your Grace. And very impressive. Threw the spear at it from horseback when it was on the run. Oh, look at the blood in her hair. Oh, the white one. Hey. Pretty cool. Imagine if she came back with a white one. Just carrying it on her back. Thor will have to do. She's gonna get some respect from, yeah, that guy.
Did you enjoy the hunt, Your Grace?
Well enough.
How fared my grandson? He's the future of the realm.
Yeah, we just need to get him.
If Viserys were to name him heir, the realm would fate him for it.
She knows this.
Does this not please you? Do you not want your son to be king?
Hey, once again, because of the time skip, we have to have this conversation now. Whereas, you know, they would have had this conversation all through her first pregnancy, you know, and for the year or two that she's had him. This is the plan, you know? Get him named heir. Surely this is like the 100th time they've had this conversation. But because of the time skip, we have to hear it right now.
But if Rhaenyra were to step over Aegon to ascend the throne, the realm would tear itself apart.
Yeah, they hate women.
Would you have me raise a man to steal his own sister's birthright?
Sure.
It is Aegon that's being robbed. Aegon will be king. You must guide Viserys towards reason.
Or the other son you have inside.
Lord Corlys and Prince Daemon are losing their war.
Badly.
This is a plea for aid. Is it better for the realm if the crab feeder thrives?
Yeah.
Or is vanquished?
Let's go get that crab guy. She's speaking sense now.
Make haste to Dwarfstone. Hand deliver this to Prince Daemon yourself.
At once, Your Grace.
Don't get killed, dude.
I'm sending word to Daemon. Aid is sailing to the Stepstones.
Did he make call for help?
He would sooner die.
I wish to see you contented.
You think a man would do it?
What would you have me do?
If it was for advantage, you would have wed Laena Velaryon.
Yeah, good point.
That is true enough. You must marry. Strengthen your own claim. Multiply.
Multiply.
As to your match, search him out. Find one that pleases you.
She'll just pick Christian Cole, won't she? Or Daemon.
But I swear to you now, on your mother's memory, you will not be supplanted.
No. But what if this new baby is born with a crown? What about that? Your dream, dude. What about that? What if that comes true? I don't know how it could possibly happen, but what about that? Maybe the birthmark of a crown. I don't know. Crown just magically drops on his head as he's coming out.
I would say we have a fortnight, perhaps a bit longer with strict rationing.
We've strafed them on Dragonback again and again, but they just retreat within the caves.
The crab feeder and his men have no reason to leave those caves.
We must give them one. An offering of flesh to bait the crab.
What do you mean, an offering? What are you talking about? I wouldn't turn on Daemon. Here he comes. Has Daemon heard he's getting reinforcements yet?
Prince Daemon!
Oh, it's the guy.
I bring word from His Grace Viserys Targaryen.
With the message.
First...
Is he going to accept the offer of help? No, he's such a great actor with these just facially. Yeah, get killed, dude. Kill the messenger. Yeah, kill him. Kill him dead. How dare my brother offer me help. I'll freaking go in there single-handedly before I accept a second of his help. Or something. Maybe he's just taking it. Maybe he just doesn't like that guy.
It is instead my hope that this aid will deliver the victory that has thus far evaded us.
Well, here he is. Is he bait to lure out the cave people? Otherwise known as the crab people? Don't fall for it, Crabman. It's a trap.
Draw.
Is he going to single-handedly take out this entire place? Oh, here we go. Nice, nice. Watch your... Yeah. Go, 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 go. He's going to feed the crab feeder to the frickin' crabs. Dude, get back to your cave. Fortify it. Don't send more people. You've enraged a Targaryen. You're screwed. Oh. Took an arrow to the knee. There's like 200 of them coming for this one guy. He's waiting for the dragon. It's hard to beat a dragon, you know? When you don't have cover. Hopefully there's no booby traps. Crab feeders like Macaulay Culkin, just setting up marbles and all sorts of things. Oh, did he get him? We didn't even get to see it. He just went in there and got... Problem solved. Feed him to the crabs. Nice shot. Hey, that was episode 3 of House of the Dragon. And that episode had a lot of... What am I saying? I want to phrase this properly. That episode did a lot for... I want to speak about the final scene. Look, the final scene is very simple. It is like... It's almost like the centerpiece of the whole episode, even though it's like at the very end. But... Daemon, when he got that letter of help from his brother, he just lost it. He will take any option, the most risky option in the world, then accept that his brother is going to swoop in and solve the problem. Then his brother is going to get credit for solving the issue that Daemon spent years failing to solve. And he's like, look, your stupid plan about somebody being bait to get them all out of the caves, let's do it. I will do it. And we got to see him being a badass, which is great character growth for him too. Got to see him bloody. We did not get to see him kill Crab Feeder. That was... And we didn't... You don't need to see that. You know, it's cool enough seeing him drag the half the body out. Blood all over him. You know? Hey, I don't even think they needed the other guys. That dragon. That's all they needed. One dragon. Get them all out of the caves, and then just get the dragon to burn them all. Their biggest mistake was just sending everybody out, you know? Just for that one guy. I know he's the leader. I know Daemon's the leader, but... Too risky. Just let the archers do it. If they can't do it, it's a trap. Just step back. Don't fall for it. Anyway, this episode also... Look, we dealt a lot with Rhaenyra, her father, trying to get her married. Questions about the heir and if he's going to waver and change his mind and name his new son, or the son that's yet to be born, his heir. I do wonder about... Look, she had a son in the time skip, but she's also pregnant again. And I think this pregnancy again is going to be very important. Otherwise, there's no point. Why even have her be pregnant again? You know what I mean by that? If you want a new heir, just have the time skip, have the new heir, and the story is exactly the same. Her being pregnant doesn't serve any extra purpose except for the fact that it's important. So I'm curious about this pregnancy and what happens when she gives birth. And she looks very, very pregnant. But anyway, what I was going to say at the very beginning of all this is that this episode may be like Rhaenyra a lot. Her little side adventure with Sir Criston Cole, just off on their own, exploring the forest, joking with each other, being free to express their thoughts back and forth, seeing the white deer, and it was and the boar attack, and her coming back with the boar and all being all bloody. I really liked that. There was a sort of defiance about it, and a sort of... I hesitate to say subtle, but there was a certain subtlety to her portrayal in this episode. As someone who's in a position that she's kind of forced into this position, and she's been kind of fighting against it, and she's getting down and rugged with things. In stark contrast to the king, who's been... They capture this deer, and they're just waiting for him to do the killing blow, and of course he misses the first time. Of course he doesn't hit the right spot. And it's so gruesome seeing that. you know? So like she's out there in the wilderness fighting for her life, and the king is just going through the motions of the things he's expected to do. And he's sort of resigned himself to this fate of doing everything he's supposed to do, and lest he upset more people. And that informs his character in the first few episodes as well. I said he was weak in the first few episodes, but I think maybe he's sort of a people pleaser. He just wants everybody to be happy. He doesn't want anybody to be mad at what he's doing or anything. So he kind of goes the route that has least resistance. And that's why he's so easily manipulated. But his performance in this episode was great too. Speaking about his frustrations and just sitting there on the throne alone, drinking. And that guy, whose name I still don't know, giving the advice to him about who he should marry in the last episode, and B, who Rhaenyra should marry in this episode. He's great. He just gives it the real advice. He's not working an angle. Or if he is, he's the master at it. But yeah, he's great. He's great. It was a very slow episode. I imagine this is going to be very easy to edit, even though it's a long episode. Lots of it is just kind of sitting with people as they think, or there's a lot of quiet downtime to this episode, and then a bombastic ending. Of course, I'll edit it so that it looks like it's a lightning fast episode, but it had a lot of quiet moments. And Hightower is still pulling strings, although we did have, as I said, I paused it twice during the episode to point out that because there's a time skip, we seem to have the conversations you would imagine they would have already had a billion times already by now. But it's like, hey, look, we skipped ahead. The audience don't know about this stuff, so we have to bring it in right now, 3 years later, so that they know. As if Hightower and Alicent have never spoken about the fact that he wants the heirdom to pass to the son. Like, of course he does. This is the whole reason he even pushed you to talk to the king in the first place. What did you think this was all about? You know? She knew. Everybody knew. In episode 1, in episode 2. And then in this episode she's like, oh no, Rhaenyra will be a great queen. What are you talking about, father? Why have we never spoken about this? During my first pregnancy. Of course they did. Of course they did. They just had to have the conversation now because of the time skip. Because the audience have to hear it. I suspect there'll be other time skips too in the show. Anyway, now Daemon can say, hey look, I did it myself. I didn't need your stupid help, brother. Oh, he killed that messenger guy. Good, didn't he? That was the first kill of many this episode. He wasn't having it. His pride. Oh, and we got to meet a Lannister, and that Lannister guy was the worst character in the episode. He had a kind of a slimy nature to him, you know? He wasn't very charismatic or charming. He was very forthright, talking about his massive tower. She wasn't having it. Who would she pick, though? She can't pick Cole, so who would she pick? If she had to choose somebody to marry? Question. I still think her and Daemon are, you know, that's a potential thing. Because of the way they set them up in the first 2 episodes. And they both have similar sort of, there's something similar to them in the way they approach the world. A sort of healthy defiance of traditions. Well, not so much traditions, but of what people expect them to do. You know, they kind of go carve their own path. So that was Second of His Name. Next week's episode is King of the Narrow Sea. Okay. So looking forward to that. I think that's all I want to say about this one. There's a lot more going on in it, but those were the highlights for me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to more. It's fascinating how much they're doing with such a small cast. Game of Thrones had like 1 billion characters. This cast is extremely small. We've basically just got the Targaryens and then a few more surrounding them, but we're not going crazy across continents and visiting places. There are no sets of characters that have never met each other. It's all very streamlined. They're doing a lot with it, but I also feel like there's only so much they can do, whereas Game of Thrones felt like the start of an epic adventure where there's so much story in the future. This seems like a very quick story, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised that if in season 1 at least we do get some sort of quick resolution to a lot of the current questions, and then, hey, look, I don't know, like they have to have bet on the fact that this show is going to be super popular, and you know, executive wise they'd want to drag it out, but I don't see how this lasts 7 seasons, you know, because they haven't set up the game at the moment. Isn't big enough. They haven't set up enough pieces. But I guess they could grow it like a tree. I'm curious about that. So, yeah. I'll see you here same time next week. Take care.